Well, South Africa has lost another courageous struggle icon. Andrew Mlangeni is being remembered as a lovable and irreplaceable person, a man of humility and courage. He died today at the age of 95. Our reporter Khaya Khumalo is following the story for us. He joins us live from Soweto this evening. Good evening to you, Khaya. You've been bringing us extraordinary memories of Andrew Mlangeni throughout the day. Just tell us a little bit more about who you're chatting to now and the mood where you are.
Well, certainly, Sally, throughout the day, the neighborhood here in Dube in Soweto, quite a lot of people have been coming really to pay homage to one of the special son of this area, the late Ntate Mlangeni. So others going as far as saying that he really was the embodiment of what we really need in terms of what he stood for, his values, and of course, looking back into the generation, the cohort of leaders that he belonged to. And Sally, joining us now is the son of the struggle stalwart, Mr. Silo Mlangeni. So, Baba, thank you so much for joining us now. Maybe just your fleeting reaction to the news.
It's been a long day, and I got the news yesterday at 11 o'clock at night. I was called to the hospital to go and see him. And, until now, I still can't believe it, that it has happened. For me, it was taken away too soon. After just celebrating his 95th birthday. And he looked strong. And I was confident that he will even reach 100 the way he's strong, the way he was. So this came as a shock.
And Baba, how is the family coping at this point?
It's difficult. It's difficult. He was our everything. He was our father, a grandfather, a comrade, a friend, someone that you can always talk to. So he was the strength of the family, the pillar of the family.
And obviously leaving such a very rich legacy, and throughout the day South Africans from all walks of life have praised him for the sacrifices he made.
Yeah, we want to thank from behalf of the family all South Africans for the good messages that we've been receiving. We really thank you, and we said don't do it to us only, to other people as well.
And just looking at the fondest memories, I know this is a bit of a very tough question for you. This was your father after all, but anything really sticking out right now?
As I say, he was a father and a good comrade as well, and a good friend, and a golf buddy. We had also both of us passion of golf. We'll go there and play golf, competing against each other, but still as a good sportsman. He will still give me tips. Oh, you can't do like this. Advising me as a seasoned golfer. Even if maybe we put 100 round badging against each other, but he was still a good man to say, no, try to do this thing. That's why your balls are going this way or that way, And we'll come back home, sit, talk, and play chess. He used to love playing chess, so we spent quite a lot of time together. Yeah.
And a very extraordinary man. He was very vocal about some of the ills that are facing the country, issues like corruption. So he was not shy to speak his mind.
Yes, he was not shy indeed. And as he said many times, that that's not what he sacrificed the years in prison to come and see the country, ripped off the way things were happening. As you say, his heart was bleeding when you see all the corruption that is happening in the country. And he had to have millions of people unemployed, the homeless. And he couldn't, understand how can people abuse the power to enrich themselves, and yet the majority of the people are suffering.
And just before we let you go, Baba, do we know at this point in terms of the arrangement for his send-off? I know it's still early stages, but do you have anything for us?
Yeah, we are still working on that, but maybe sometime this coming week.
All right, Baba, thank you so much indeed for your time, and condolences to you and the entire family. So, Sally, that's the son of the struggle icon, Mr. Silo Mlangeni, really just talking about the legacy of his father, and also talking about the fact that he was a pillar of this particular family. And as you can see where we are, quite a lot of people have gathered. Of course, they're trying to abide by the regulations of COVID-19, so not really quite massive gatherings like you'll always see whenever an iconic leader has died. Oftentimes there'll be a bouquet of flowers erected, but quite a very small crowd here.
And you know, his son just so poignantly putting it, he was our everything. Absolutely beautiful words for his father. Khaya, just tell us, what do we know about the circumstances of Andrew Mlangeni's death? Of course, at this time when we're going through a global pandemic, the obvious first question is, was it from COVID-19? We know the elderly are especially vulnerable.
Well, certainly at this point, there hasn't been a clear messaging that has been communicated to us. Suffice to say that it's just been an issue of abdominal pain that he had complained about, and then he was taken to one military hospital in Pretoria, and then he succumbed to such circumstances in the early hours of the morning. So we're still waiting for more information to understand really what happened. But also another important issue that I need to point out is that tomorrow around 12 o'clock there'll be a press briefing, so perhaps we may just get a clear idea as to exactly what happened.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for bringing us the very latest news. An incredibly sad story brought to us by our reporter Khaya Khumalo outside the family home of the Mlangenis in Soweto.